welcome back. It's GSOTV, and we are back with another episode. It's JG, the GSO General, the hometown hero, coming to you live. Thank y'all for tuning in. And we have a special guest with us today. Please tell the people who you are and what you do and where you're from.
Okay, first, thank you for having me. I am Tashina da Bosschic, and I am originally from Illinois. However, I was in Memphis for 25 years. And for the past year and a half, now I've been here in Atlanta, Georgia.
Well, welcome. Thanks for coming to the show. You know, we had to get you on here. Yeah. It's we overdue.
Yes.
Yeah. And let's just take the people back real quick to how we met. You, and I appreciate you, had me on your television show. Well, actually, Felix's television show, but you were the host.
Yes.
Shout out to Felix.
Felix Washington.
Shout out to Felix. And I appreciate that. That was a lot of love. I had a real good time. Tell them about the flavor, how to tune in, and all that good stuff.
Okay. Well, the flavor is I always like to describe it as a show like the old 106 in Park. That's what the vibe that it gives to me. And what it is a video countdown, and we do 10 videos. And what we do, we bring, and it's all independent artists. And we have independent artists that come on, and we interview them live, and we stream live on Roku TV, YouTube, and Facebook. And I actually became the co-host it was really amazing how it happened for me. I was at a video shoot with a good friend. I was in her video, and the host, Reggie, as you mentioned, shout out to Reggie, and Reggie had invited me. He said, I like you. My personality, I'm something else. But anyway, he like, I like your energy. You got to come on my show. And so anyway, I came on as a guest, and I think it was about 2 days, and him and Felix, you know, we all hit it off. And about 2 days later, I got a call, and they asked me to be the co-host, the permanent co-host, if I wanted to be the permanent co-host. And I was like, I was honored, you know, and they didn't even know that's really something that I wanted to do. So anyway, awesome. That's how I end up the co-host. And you came one night. Yes. I don't exactly know how you were with someone else.
Yeah, Tostic. Shout out to Tostic.
Shout out, hey. So yeah, you guys came in, and I guess he knew Felix, or one of you guys knew Felix, yes. And we were filming that night. You guys stayed for the show, and you told me you were an artist, and I said, hey, well, let me get you on the schedule. I don't know if it was the next week or the week 2, but it was really quick because I don't be playing. Yeah. And got you on there, and I interviewed you, and then you turn around and it's like, well, let me interview you. Yeah. And here we are.
Yeah, that's the way it happens, you know. I mean, it was such a good show. I remember it was just such great vibes, you know, and I appreciate you know, showing Life on the Road. Y'all be sure to check out that Life on the Road music video, you know what I'm saying, run them numbers up. But yeah, so I was like, yo, you got to come on my show and let me interview you. So here we are. We are. Now you have so much going on.
Yeah, I do.
So much going on. When you talk about somebody who's has their hands into everything, that's you.
Yeah,
that's you. So tell the people what you got going on, because there's so much. Give us a little insight as to everything that you do.
Okay, real quick. A quick, short, brief breakdown of what I do. First of all, Again, I'm here from Memphis, so I'm rebranding. I actually came here as a comedian, and I don't know if you knew that. Yeah. See?
Look at that.
Yeah. Wow. Back to 2020, after I had divorced, I had been married for 23 years. I was with him 23 years, and I divorced. So, back in we divorced March. So it was March 2020. So, actually, God had put me in a year, like 7 month of seclusion from everybody. No dating, even most of my family. I was in an apartment for the first time, alone for the first time, and I ended up with COVID. My job of 22 years had ended, and I was a healthcare leadership for 22 years. job just ended because of COVID. Every divorce was final. I had went through depression. I mean, I had lost family members back to back that raised me. I'm telling you, I was going through it. So anyway, the last thing that happened was Thanksgiving of 2020, I ended up with COVID. And it was at the end of the 7-month seclusion. And it was so bad, I wrote my own obituary. No joke. So I also said, well, just in case God decide not to take me, I had wrote this bucket list. And the first thing was stand-up comedy. So, I had did this video and sent it to a lot of family and friends. Long story short, I got a lot of good feedback. And as we see, God kept me here. So I pursued comedy. And I moved to Atlanta 2020. I've been here a year and a half, so that must have been 2022. I had, after my job career in healthcare ended, I ended up in at a place called Youth Villages for at-risk youth. So I ended up a job transfer came open, and I transferred here to Georgia. And I pursued comedy, and I started a club at comedy. And then everything else opened up. I started hosting. That led to me recording my song, because I wanted a theme song. That's how my song came about. I needed a theme song, so I become an artist, did my first song. I was already an author, but I authored 2 more books. I had authored a book back when I was married, but I also have authored 2 more books since then. So I have put 3 books, artists. And then I started my own liquor brand. I invested in that. So I have a Moscato, and I also have a tequila. I do shirts, like I do my own shirts. I do candles. I do all kinds of things. But my greatest passion is film. I don't know if you knew this. I write film. I have an animated series written. I have a few movies already written. I started filming one back in Memphis, but everybody, things happen for a reason. So I didn't finish. So I'm an aspiring actress. I do and the TV show came about. How that came about. Now I have my own TV show. And it's funny how you don't realize who's watching you. And I had went in for a casting call, and it was actually only for artists, but somebody had seen me the night before doing stand-up, and they like, you funny, you need to come to this casting call, because it was actually at the same place where I had worked at, but I didn't even realize. I wasn't working there at the time, but it's the place where I used to do stand-up, and they was like, you funny, you should come. And they actually let me set up and do the I actually performed in front of producers. I did not realize one of the producers that wasn't even there that day, but he actually saw me. He was following me all this time. That was over a year ago. And he reached out to me and said he got this new network, and he'd been following me. He liked my work, and he asked me to come on board, which is LaSure Network. And I like to shout out Charles LaSure, because that's the network that I will be on with my own channel. And my new show, Real Talk with Bosschic, actually is about to start filming Sunday. So many doors have opened up since I've been here. Doors I didn't even know I even was supposed to walk in. Right.
It's interesting how that happens, and that can happen in Georgia, in Atlanta. I tell people all the time, there's so much opportunity here. You just got to get out and get involved and get in the mix, and something gonna jump.
That's it. Get out there. You just have to be available. And as I always say, if you're ready, you don't have to get ready.
For sure. Hey, if doing a lot was a person, she's sitting beside me, because she got a lot going on. She does it all, a jack of all trades. Okay, so you brought a couple objects with you. So I see a book, I see a wine bottle. I'm thinking that the book is something that you had put together, and I'm thinking the wine bottle. Matter of fact, I know that the wine bottle is yours, because I bought a bottle of wine. Let me tell you, it was delicious. I got to get me another bottle.
Thank you. Thank you for supporting my business. First of all,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about the book and the wine.
Okay. Actually, this is my actual 3rd book, and it's my book of poetry.
Skeletons exposed through poetry. Now that looks deep.
Yeah, okay. So let me explain. My book that I had written back in 2020 as well. It was my book telling my personal life, what parts I was able to write about, you know? So it was like from my childhood. I was violated when I was a little girl in my own bed. So it was that trauma until the divorce. So I talk about from that age up until I was 43. And so I tell a lot of my story, and it's called, Who Is This Chick Called Bosschic? My Skeletons Are Not in My Closet, I Walk Mine. And so I tell a lot of my personal life. And this book here, which is book number 3, is exposing a lot of my feelings that I expressed from the book. And how this book of poetry came, you want to know how that came about?
How that came about?
I was here in Georgia, and I was heartbroken because the guy that I was dating, a childhood guy that I used to date, we used to mess around back when we were young, and he came back into my life, and it was right at the time when I was preparing to thinking about moving to Georgia, and he himself, and he's back in Chicago, and he talked about coming here with me, but he was my support system. Long story short, he was my support system mentally and financially. He helped me, he was helping me in all those ways, and he was due to come here. He was on parole. He had did 10 years in prison, but he had been out and he was about to end his parole, so he was able to move. So it was Mother's Day, because my birthday is in May. So Mother's Day, he had called and wished me happy Mother's Day. And he had said, I'll never forget it, that Monday he had sent me some money, cash out. And then I didn't hear from him. And it like to have taken me out, because here I am here all alone, by myself, in a whole new state, by myself. He wasn't answering the phone. I wasn't, nothing. So I was feeling all alone here. I was alone here. So I was in bed, depressed again, because I had battled depression too after the divorce, all that, everything. So here I am in the bed, and my cousin in Indiana, and him and her were best friends. So he wasn't even answering her, because he knew. So she was like, "Cuz, I'm not liking the state you in," and she was about to fly out here, and I'm like, what I'm supposed to do? So me, I'm a person of purpose. I have to feel that I'm doing something on purpose. I have to do things because I'm a doer. And I wrote the book, and it was Mother's Day, like a week or two before my birthday. So I wrote this book and published it. My birthday gift to myself was getting out that bed. I wrote this book, and that was my gift to myself. And that's how I got out that bed. Oh, wow. And continued on my journey.
Turning tragedy to triumph.
I call it turning my pain into pay. Yep.
That's beautiful.
And that's how that book number 3 came about.
Okay.
And he was a Virgo.
Virgo's in the house. Virgo's in the house.
I have to say that. I have to say that because I it's something about the Virgos, and but yeah. Okay. But that's just a little joke.
Okay. Well, I can't wait to check that out. You got any extra copies?
I will definitely get you a copy. I'll definitely get you a copy.
So tell us about the wine. How did the wine come about?
Okay, how that came about. The liquor brand company was at an event. At the time I was about to do I was in a reality show that I was on, that we were starting to film, and the first event we had, it was a birthday party, and the liquor brand people were there, and I got their information. And when it was time, a few months down the line, I'm like, I want to invest. I want to start my own brand. So I contacted them, and I told them my vision, and blue is my color. Blue is my favorite color. So as you see, it's blue, and it's called Blueberry Moscato is my Moscato, and it's tinted with blue, and in blue bottle, everything's blue. And my tequila is called Tequila Blue. because I have to incorporate the blue. So that's how it came about, and I gave them my vision, and they got it together, and I've been doing it ever since.
And it's delicious.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you.
yes. Let me say, it's delicious. I can't wait to get another bottle. Yeah, so you got so much going on. I mean, how do you find the time? How do you manage the time? Like, how do you balance everything out?
Well,
that's a lot of balancing going on.
I
feel like I got a lot going on. You got a lot going on. How do you balance it out?
Okay, well, it's a challenge. It is a challenge, but I also do Lyft. I do Lyft because you still got to make money. This stuff is good. All the things that I love doing is good, but it does not pay the bills right now. A lot of stuff I do, I don't get paid for it. Mm-hmm. And when you're selling stuff, it's not a constant salary. Yeah, so I do Lyft from sun up to sundown. Mm-hmm. And so I just manage my time the way I can, and my whole life is in my calendar, in my phone. Mm-hmm. So I and at one time I was just doing everything. I was doing performing, I was doing events, and eventually I just had to take a step back. Mm-hmm. And I was helping other people in their events, and I just had to stop. I had to stop and reevaluate myself and everything I was doing. So I'm not really performing now. I'm focused on my show. So I've been just writing. I never stop writing. I'm always writing. Matter of fact, I keep a book in my car or my phone. So what I do is balance. I've just stopped a lot of things that's not in my vision. It's kind of like I like to use the example of movement. It's a difference between an exercise bike and an actual bike. If you're on a exercise bike, you're moving. Oh, you're moving, but you're not going anywhere. But when you're on a bike, a regular bike, you're moving, but you're headed towards somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
And so in life, all of this movement I'm doing, where am I going? Or am I just still stuck in this one place? But I'm tired, I'm exhausted, I'm burnt out, I'm about to fall out. But if I'm doing it on a regular bike and I'm really going somewhere, I'm really doing things that's beneficial, that's what's most important.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's how I like to. That's what I had to do, stop and really look at my life.
Yeah.
And I was really on a stationary exercise bike.
On that hamster wheel.
Yeah, and I don't even like rats. So I'm just not gonna do it. And so that's how I decided to balance my life.
Yeah, that's important. That's very important. That's very important. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, I like that analogy.
Yeah.
Definitely like that analogy. So, rapper, singer, t-shirt maker, comedian, wine maker, author, actress. You do so much. You said you have your own TV show coming on, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Tell us about that.
Thank you. That is really what I am so excited about, because starting Sunday I will be filming my introduction, my commercial, and I'm doing it's kind of like we're going to be doing live performances. And
gotta come through there.
Yeah, you should come through. And matter of fact, I'll get you on there. Yeah. Matter of fact, I want you to be a part. I handpicked a lot of people that's been there with me from the beginning of my career. And so they're going to be doing live performances. And they don't even realize how it's, because I'm the type of person, if I come up, I feel that's a lot of our problem. If I come up, I bring everybody with me, around me. So I want them to have their performances. But it's also where I can have them highlighted, where people can see their talent, as well as I'm gonna have their Instagram things. So if anybody see them, they can book them. You never know, somebody may want to sign them. Mm-hmm. So that's my goal. Not only just my show, but it's also my friends and family, because I want us all to, it's enough money out here for us not to only eat, but to get full. Oh, yeah. And so that's my goal. So Sunday, we will be filming my intro and my commercial, as well as having live performance, because that's going to be coming up with on the show, on 1061, the network. Flavor. With the flavor, okay. But actually his actual network is TV 1061 network. Right. So we're implementing live performances. So where people can come on perform live and get out there as well.
Is that that stage? Yeah, I'm using that stage.
That's what the stage is. Remember when you first came, we were talking about doing that. Right. We're gonna kick off with me doing my show. So so the people that's coming on, they don't even realize how it's really to promote their talents. Mm-hmm. And this one is free of charge because it's my because of my show. Okay. So please do come. I'll add you. Okay. And so and my show is actually, it's gonna be, I like to say it like an Oprah type show. Mm-hmm. Because we don't have enough of that. Yes, a podcast and all that's good because it is a podcast that I am going to be part of as well. But this is an actual show that I'm going to be doing because I want to do things of substance to get our community back a little healthier. I'm be talking about topics that's hard for people to talk about, but it's a lot of them that I've experienced: depression, mental health, relationships, all types of things that a lot of people don't want to talk about, but I'm going to talk about them. And most of them that I'm definitely going to start off with things I have suffered myself. I'm not afraid to tell my story. I know that's my destiny. I know God created me to go through so much stuff that I didn't understand at the time, but it's just what I was supposed to go through to help his people. And so it's about me doing my thing, but it's also about God's people building up our community to get a little more healthy.
Yeah, that's important. Mm-hmm. That's very important. I mean, we need it.
Yeah, we do. We really do. And women, as a Black woman,
yes,
I am very, very disappointed in us right now. And even I have done some things, even in our attire. I remember attire.
Why are you disappointed in us right now?
I'm disappointed because it's things we're doing that we're glorifying. It's okay. Hey, I'm big on sexy. Mm-hmm. But I think we're degrading ourselves, and it's not okay. It's okay to be sexy. But I remember an outfit I wore. I think about some things when I was performing, and I could wear it, but it was a see-through outfit. And I could wear it. No problem. I had the body to do it. I performed. I look good in it. But when I look back on it, that's not what I want people to identify me as. Matter of fact, I met the guy that has my heart to this day, wearing that outfit. But and when we talk and I think about it, and when I look at that, because I was pretty much naked. Everything was showing, pretty much. And I think about that, and I'm like, that's really not who I am. But I looked at it as it's a character, because when I am Latasha Warren, but my character is Tashina da Bosschic. Okay. So I looked at it as my character. But in reality, when people see me, that's who they identify me as. So hey, she look like, she may be going. And I'm one of most people that if you approach me in the wrong way, I get really, I don't play that mess. But at the same time, the way I was presenting myself, I look like, I may be going for anything because of and I'm trying, and I want us to really think about that. I may not be that type of woman, because I'm not that type of woman. But the way I had it all out there that night, it looked like I am. And I just want us to be a little more mindful of it.
Yeah, that's a whole conversation, and I agree with you. Don't get me wrong. I think that there's a time and a place for everything.
Yeah.
But the way that I feel like the way that Black culture is going right now, I feel like we are definitely in a state of degeneration. I feel like our values and our morals are just decreasing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, how ratchet can you get?
Yeah.
How many times can you talk about the same ratchet stuff over a track? You know what I'm saying? You know, we need more substance out here. You know, and we need more women like you just to speak up against all the ratchetness that's happening. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, we are in a state of emergency within the black culture and community. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, the way things are looking now is like it's non-constructiveness happening, you know, instead of us being constructive. You know, as a rapper, you know what I'm saying, I get frustrated with the stuff that I hear being promoted all the time. I'm like, man, there's got to be more to the rap that we're pushing, to the lyrics and the content that we're pushing. It's got to be more than just the same old regurgitating the same old foul, ratchet subjects and topics.
Exactly.
You know, but like I said, that's a whole nother discussion right there.
Yeah, but that's what my show, that is actually what I am going to be doing, topics of that nature. And it's not that nobody can say I'm knocking anybody else. I've been there. I've done it. And I didn't even realize why I was doing it. And it is because of what I'm about to step into. And, you know, and it's not that I'm degrading anybody. I'm going to tell you another thing that people don't even know. I've never, even the guy that I'm with don't even know this. You know, times that got so hard for me here, I had been in such a financial buying that happened that I even had went to consider becoming a stripper. And me being the person I am, you know, it got that bad. And when I went to this club, and I never been to a strip club. Most people wouldn't believe that about me, but I don't even like that. That doesn't turn me on. I've never been in a strip club, and this is real talk. Like to go to be, I've never, man or woman, I've never been into the strip club. It's just not what I do. But I had got so low to consider stripping because everything I had went through so much, and I'm not gonna get into all of that right now. With a situation that I had gotten into. And thankfully it didn't turn out, it didn't work, because that really wasn't what I was supposed to do in the first place.
Yeah, well, you know, you know, it's time and place for everything. You know, I don't hate on strippers.
Me either.
You know what I'm saying? They trying to make their money. I've worked in several strip clubs, you know, Hustle Hollywood. Shout out to Hustle Hollywood on the Vegas Strip. You know okay. So, but yeah, you know, it's all about telling your story, you know, and sharing your story, because at the end of the day, you might could save a life. Somebody might be out there watching that's going through something similar to yourself. Right. And, you know, hearing your story can help turn their situation around. Right. You know, and that's why I like having, you know, guests on the platform that, you know, got a lot going on and have a story to tell, like yourself. Yeah. So before we get out of here, let the people know where they can find you on social media.
Okay. You can find me on Instagram at Tashina, TASHINA_DA_Bosschic, BOSSCHIC. And on Facebook, it's just Tashina da Bosschic. And I'm also on YouTube at Tashina da Bosschic. And I had to redo my TikTok because somebody reported me and got me shut down. So I gotta redo my TikTok, and I had so many followers. And so, but anyway, that's where you can find me. I
don't think we're following each other. I have to check you out on TikTok.
Yeah, well, I gotta redo it now. I'm shut down. I'm suspended for some reason.
Oh, so you gotta wait.
Yeah, I don't know. I gotta figure out how to get that back on. But yeah, you can follow me there. But please follow me on Instagram, and you can follow. I'm mainly on Instagram, but because I got a lot coming, and it's a lot of people that I want to get involved in the this show, because it's you know, I need everybody of all walks of life. I don't care if you're a drug dealer. I don't care if you're a gang banger. I don't care if you just got out of prison. I don't care if you're the bear. I don't care if you're I don't care what you've done. I've lived it all. And that's another thing people got to understand. I've done a lot of things in my life. I lived 2 lives at once coming up. Seriously. So I identify with everybody. And so that's why I don't judge people. I didn't go to prison because I was protected. but it's not because I didn't do things that I should have been in prison.
That's real. So the Flavor, artists, tap in with her if you want your video shown on the Flavor countdown. Tell people how they can get in contact with you and sign up to be on the Flavor.
Again, you can come on my Instagram, or you can email me directly at Tashina the Flavor. That's TSHINATHEFLAVA@gmail.com to get your video on there, as well as to interview you. I really want to interview as many people as possible. Right now it's free to come on, and we just want to get you highlighted, because you never know, that one opportunity may get you a deal or anything, and just to get your work out there.
That's right. Y'all check her out. So, I mean, you do so much. You know, I normally ask people, top 5 about whatever that they're into, but you're into so much. Let's just say, give us your top 5 musicians of all time. No particular order.
Okay.
Top 5 all time. Run it down.
I'm ready. Well, I don't know if it's R&B, but I'm just gonna do my top, because they all kind. Okay, Prince is number 1. Okay. Bobby Womack.
Ooh, Bobby Womack.
Oh yeah. David Ruffin.
Okay.
Mary J. Blige. Okay, that's 4. And I would say, out of my top 5, New Edition.
New Edition. Okay, that's an interesting list there. That's an interesting list.
Yeah.
What about authors? Since you are an author, can you give us your top 5 authors?
Now that's gonna be kind of tough.
Yeah, you got 3.
Okay. Because like my authors, can I do like poet? Okay, Maya Angelou. I mean, she's my number 1 of all time. I love Maya Angelou. I love Michelle Obama's her bio and her work.
Okay.
And number 3, who would that be? Oh, I don't know.
Could be author from back in the day. Could be a poet.
I gotta go with my family member. Oh my goodness, Alex Haley. He is actually a cousin of my grandmother.
Really?
Yes. I don't know why I didn't say him, but I don't really put that out a lot. But he is I think he's my 3rd cousin.
Okay, so Alex Haley wrote
Roots.
And didn't he do Malcolm X's biography? Was that Alex Haley?
I don't know. Now that part I don't remember. I don't know.
Was that Alex Haley?
I know him from Roots as the greatest, but I know he's done more than that, so he could have.
Yeah, I'm thinking
he
might have wrote the autobiography of Malcolm X. Yeah,
it's a good possibility, but yes, he is actually a blood cousin.
Oh, okay, that's deep. That's deep. Yeah, Alex Haley is a legend.
I should have said him, but I don't put that out there a lot.
And yourself too. You gotta throw yourself out there.
Well, I didn't even want to put that, but I started to say number 1 is me. Quite naturally it is number 1, but I just
that's what a lot of rappers do. Like, who's your favorite 5 rappers? Me.
Exactly. But no, it can't be all about me. There's other people that's my influence.
Right.
And favorite rapper is gonna be Tupac.
Okay, yeah.
Now we talk about rappers.
Okay, well, let's throw it out there. Top 5 favorite rappers of all time. We already know one is Tupac.
We got Tupac. I love Nas. I love Slick Rick. I love NWA. I love Ice Cube. I love Ice-T. I'm old school rap. So really old school rap.
Yeah.
All of that old hardcore. I was hey, that's me. I love it.
Yeah. Tupac's my favorite rapper too.
Yeah.
So
Because he was a poet. You know, Tupac was so deep. People didn't give Tupac, they don't realize how deep Tupac was.
Yeah. That's all.
It was much more to Tupac than meets the eye.
Yeah. Tupac did a lot for me. You know what I'm saying? I feel the same way. Like when you really go into his life, you know, it takes you down a lot of different avenues. You know what I'm saying? I learned about the Black Panthers through Tupac. You know what I'm saying? It sort of started this whole knowledge of self path that I went through. You know, all that came from Tupac and
DMX too.
DMX, yeah. And you know, back in the day, you could print out your favorite rappers' lyrics and read them just like you're reading a book. You know what I'm saying? And it made sense. Like today, I'm like, if you was to print out.
I mean, what you gonna print? Booty. We know it. Booty. All they talking about the booty and money. I mean, I'm not saying that's what they all do, but a lot of them they want to talk about. You know, like the female rappers. Yeah. You know, I don't have to talk about my body. You know what I'm saying? I know that it's just not talent to me. Right. It doesn't not take talent to talk about my sex. Right. It does not take talent to talk about, oh, I can make this. You know, I mean, that's not talent to me.
If you was to print out today's rap lyrics, you know, some of today's rap lyrics, it'd just be like debauchery. Yeah. But that's a whole nother story.
Yeah.
GSO TV, be sure to tune into us in 2 cities, on 2 channels, on 2 stations. The Cap 25 every Sunday at 10 o'clock. In Greensboro, catch us out on Spectrum. That's Channel 8 Public Access. Also check us out on YouTube. That's YouTube/GSOTV. We appreciate y'all. We appreciate our guests for coming through. Y'all be sure to check her out. She's got a lot going on. This probably will not be the last time that you see her on the show. Artists tap in. We gonna get some more of that wine soon. We gonna check out that poetry. Salute to you, Boss Chick, for coming through. We appreciate you so much. Stay tuned. We'll be back.